What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode. Seen the thumbnail, you know what it is. It's been a minute. Onyxcoin, XCN. Let's go.
It's time to shake the focus up. Sick of being sick and tired. Tell me if you had enough. Yeah, it's Shook's in the building now. We ain't missing nothing. We gon' catch you if they try to run.
All right, y'all. That's right. We finna get started over here on the old Onyxcoin page. Yeah, we kicking it off over here on the old one. So the reason we are here is because we have an account compromise to talk about. So as you can see, all the posts have been removed. There are no posts on this account anymore. Onyx Protocol has moved over to at OnyxDAO for a Twitter handle, and then the Twitter page name is simply Onyx. So I got some feelings about this, but we gonna come back and recap those at the end. Let's just see what they got going on here. So reading over here from the official Telegram page, due to X or Twitter being extremely non-responsive and unhelpful, the OnyxDAO has taken measures to protect the Onyx community. First, we have utilized a new Twitter account, which can be found here. Second, we are in the process of working with exchanges, data websites, and explorers to update our social handle, as well as updating it on our official website. Third, we will continue to work to recover the compromised account. So when this account was being compromised, it was said that a lot of malicious links were being posted with that base announcement. So that's another thing they had going on. Onyx has had a busy July so far, like a very busy July. I probably could have done daily Onyx videos. They had so much, but it's a lot that I'm working on here, and we'll talk about that as well. But taking a look over here, I believe I had that posted in the community section. I believe Crypto Future posted it as well. But yeah, the Onyx Protocol had a Twitter account compromised. I also threw this up here, so if you never stop by the community side of the channel, I recommend it. I try to throw up some fun posts like this, and we'll review these at the end of some videos. We'll do a little bit of that coming up soon here, and I try to throw out some engaging posts. But for projects that we're in, if something like this comes up and I see it, I will put it in the community section over here. So I don't just give you the great things about these projects. We got to be safe. There's a lot of moving parts in this space right now. So that's the gist of what happened there. We can also take a quick look over here at the official post they made about it over on the community page. Zoom this up a little bit so you can see it. Onyx Protocol Twitter incident and possibility to recover stolen funds. So, hey, the Onyx Protocol Twitter account was compromised on July 1st. It was recovered on July 9th. The incident occurred as follows, and transparency around the situation is detailed below. The summary. The @Onyx Protocol account was secured via a 10-character password with a combination of alphanumeric, case variants, and symbols. The account was secured via Google Authenticator 2-factor, not SMS. The malicious actor used a zero-day method to get access to the account and bypassed both account password and 2-factor. After the X staff finally responded to the situation, it was explained that an internal method was used to access the account, and it based on the information collected. I think they meant to leave that out. And based on the information collected, it was a zero-day compromise. A zero-day compromise, and they came after Onyxcoin and nobody else. That's interesting. Let's keep going. Timeline of events. On July 1st at 12:58 p.m. Pacific, there was a password reset request to the email account. On July 1st, 1:29 PST, a login from Japan on an Android device came, which was unauthorized. Then at 1:57, a password was reset and two-factor reset to a new two-factor. At 2 p.m., the DAO was unable to access the account thereafter. So maybe this was the test, seeing what they had set up and identifying that, you know, it's the email. Sometimes you try to read out the characters that are in the email and stuff like that. Finally, on July 9th, the DAO regained access to the account. I left this part out, my bad. On July 1st and multiple days after, the community was opening several tickets, which none were answered properly. So for those affected, you can email info@onyx.org about your interactions with the malicious links, and the DAO will work with the individuals to recover funds. So if you were affected, if you did click on any of those links that were posted on that old Twitter account, you can email here and possibly get some assistance. That didn't sound like a guarantee. It just said, hey, we'll work with you to see if we can help. I'm assuming it's going to be on a case-by-case basis, but there you have it. So this here is the new Onyxcoin Twitter page at OnyxDAO under Onyx, and they got the gold check mark. So we're gonna come back and recap it as far as what's going on here. I'm sure you see it by now, but the Onyx the Onyx DAO posted this on July 10th. There's a 10K USD up for grabs in an upcoming AMA with the community. They also have a community Onyx Protocol community page now too. But the top 20 questions are going to get $500 each. In order to do that, you got to follow, like, and retweet. You got to tag 3 friends, and you got to post a question using hashtag AMA on the Telegram. Now, I have seen some people already getting involved with this. Hey, I'll issue a challenge too. So in one of the Onyxcoin videos that I had premiering, somebody left a comment and said, "Win fireworks" at the end of the video. So I'll make a deal with you. If you ask "win fireworks," and this is for anybody, if you ask "win fireworks" and they answer you're one of the 20 questions that get selected, I give you a piece of swag. I ain't got no Onyxcoin swag man yet, but that's that. If you get them to tag you as the person who asks "win fireworks" and they actually answer that question, I will definitely get you a piece of swag. Again, I ain't got no Onyxcoin swag made yet. I should probably work on some of that, but we'll do it that way. What else they got going on here? So yeah, 8 days left for the competition. The competition ends, by the way, on July 25th, right? Yep, July 25th is when that ends. The date for the AMA has not been announced yet, but I imagine after the competition is when we'll get the announcement for the AMA. Hopefully sometime in August, I would expect. It may be on hold waiting for the final version of the white paper. Another piece of news that we had. Again, it's been a very busy few weeks for Onyxcoin information. They've been throwing it out. So they recently announced that they're trying to finalize the white paper. Now, it's a little, I gotta be honest, they're doing things kind of in a timeline that doesn't totally make sense in my head. They announced that the white paper would probably be coming out likely sometime in August, but they announced that before they actually posted the vote on it. Let's take a look over here at what's going on with the voting, because they've had several, where did I put it? They've had several proposals. I shouldn't say several, but they've had 2 proposals since the last time we talked about this. So remember, to get to the proposals, you can come on over to their official app and you can access the governance section. You may actually be able to see this if you go to the main page as well, but this is why I like, this is the cool side. Just come here. So we can see here that the OIP 36 got shot down. It was defeated. And this was a proposal to activate a layer 3 or continue focusing on the layer 1. So let's read through this one real quick. See if I can make that a little bigger for you. Hopefully that's, yeah, that ought to be good right there. The OIP will determine whether Onyx will launch a bridge layer 3 on top of Base to build out its ecosystem or remain on the layer 1 Ethereum. Discussion. Onyx has proposed to create a roll-up based layer 3 chain on top of Base layer 2. This chain would be called Onyxcoin. Onyxcoin will be a layer 3 protocol that will have bridged assets from Base. Its goal is to create a native burn mechanism through EIP 1559, as well as create a blockchain with fees denominated in XCN. The chain's primary purpose will be to support the Onyx ecosystem and add a native DEX to the layer 3 chain. The community has mixed feelings about this, as many prefer to remain on layer 1 and continue to build out the product line centered around Onyx protocol, such as implementing isolated markets and a real-world asset platform, as well as add support for VUSD on the layer 1 protocol. That was a giant sentence. Community members have urged that any other layer 2 chain, such as BNB chain or Base, should simply be for bridged XCN to participate in on-chain functionality on those layer 2s. Interesting. The proposal will determine if the Onyx DAO will move forward with Onyxcoin or forego that plan to continue working on Onyx protocol on the layer 1. You can vote for to support the launch of Onyxcoin, or vote against to support the priority of the Onyx protocol on layer 1. Now, to me, this was worded kind of ambiguous, because it kind of tells me that they maybe weren't going to completely scrap the layer 1 work. They were just going to make it a lesser priority and try to get the layer 3 launched. I will say that it's kind of mixed thoughts. Like, I don't know, I think the fact that it was even proposed kind of maybe shows that the layer 1 development is maybe moving a little slow. I don't know. Just throwing out some of my random thoughts as I read through this. And I gotta be honest, the layer 3 and having that native DEX could probably bring some liquidity to the project in a shorter order. So it's almost like a long and a short here, but I don't know. I mean, we could play it. I mean, you know, if it ends up that the layer 1 is the long game, then so be it, right? We've done some research over here. We comfortable. But this one, again, it got rejected, so it doesn't matter. It was defeated. Let's take a look at the current one that's open. Now, remember, if you have coin staking, this is one of the benefits of staking Onyxcoin here natively. You can participate in some of these votes. Now, again, you may not have, you know, enough to swing the vote. You know what I mean? I don't, but it gives you a method to try to participate in this. If you've ever owned stocks, right, or been involved in any of that, when the companies make these decisions, if you're a stockholder, you get to participate in the vote, right? You may get a letter in the mail, or if you use the app, you may get a notification on your app, and you can go in and place your vote, right? So that's kind of like what this is, giving you the opportunity to vote as an investor in the project. So it's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. I kind of like this technology. You know what I mean? So let's see. The current OIP 37 finalized the V3 plan. So this is a follow-up to OIP 36, where the community voted in favor of focusing on the layer 1. So again, I don't know that they would have totally scrapped this work. Discussion. Onyx DAO proposes to finalize the V3 white paper and V3 community development plan to ensure that the XCN community is aligned with the plan ahead. Since OIP 36 failed, it is clear that an overwhelming number of community members want to focus on the layer 1 protocol that is Onyx protocol today. With that in mind, we propose to finalize the V3 white paper with the additional informal below. Gosh, the wording. Isolated pools. An isolated lending pool is where token holders provide stable coins and the supported asset into one pool that is fully decentralized. This pool enables the lending, borrowing, and earning for for only those supported assets and doesn't affect the other pools. Isolated pools are helpful for low liquidity based tokens and higher risk models. The business model will allow Onyx DAO to partner with more coins to collaborate on strategic relationships. Okay. And so I believe VUSD is where we start talking about the stablecoin. As discussed in the community forums, VUSD is short for virtual USD. Yep. As regulated and compliant stablecoin that will be backed by transparent on-chain tokens to have the flexibility of compliance such as USD and the transparency of asset-backed stablecoins such as DAI all in one. If this proposal passes, we will work with applicants whom are interested in being the wording, y'all. I'm telling you, it's driving me crazy. Who are interested in being the third-party issuer for this stablecoin design. This design is unique as there are currently no centralized stablecoins that have collateral backed that's fully on-chain available in lending protocols. VUSD will also have vaults on Venus for those who want to stake and secure the VUSD modular add-on to the Onyx protocol. Did they write these sentences with AI, bro? So what's interesting here is that it says that there are currently no centralized stablecoins that have collateral backing that are fully on-chain. So they're gonna have to have somebody build that out, which means it could take longer. Onyx protocol offers a unique approach to, this is the real world assets section. Onyx protocol offers a unique approach to lending and borrowing by enabling a cross-token environment that supports tokens, NFTs into one. To enable the ability to add real-world assets, Onyx will partner with a real-world asset provider to create isolated and general lending pools for real-world NFT tokens. This will broaden the ability of Onyx to be a capital-efficient real-world asset lending protocol. Onyx will partner with a real-world asset provider. Onyx will partner with a real-world asset provider. Who would a real-world asset provider be? What would that be? A provider, right? Something who can provide real-world assets over and over, right? You're not going to go to somebody who can only provide you one. Would that be a bank?
Because of her mysterious behavior, I have decided to name her Mystery.
Let's continue. Let's continue. So again, we talked about this already, but over on the Twitter page, right? XCN is now, or maybe we didn't, but XCN is now available to trade via USDC on Base. So that's something there. There was some realness to that Base announcement, right? The page was hacked, and then some malicious tweets came out, but the news was actually legit. So there was something there for sure. Oh man, we've been rolling here. We are like 20 minutes in. I think it's time to have some fun, because we're gonna try to keep this video right in the gold area. You feel me? We're gonna try to have some fun here. Let's get over here. So I was doing a tad bit of digging, right? And some of y'all who caught, either if you're part of the Telegram group, which I will tell you how you can get into there coming up here at the end of the video. So if you're part of the paid Telegram, then you already know this because it's on a video in there. Or if you caught the live crypto chill session, you already know this because this was in there. In these chill sessions, a lot of times sorry, I didn't mute my phones. In the crypto chill sessions, a lot of times, if I'll come into them without a real heavy agenda, we'll talk about one thing and then I'll open it up. And in one of them, we were able to actually do some live digging. It was a real late, like Friday or Saturday night or something. I don't remember. But we was out here digging, me and the Focused Army. Y'all know who y'all is. We was out here doing some digging, and we found some interesting information. So one thing that was not always talked about with Onyxcoin is something that the founder mentioned. Gosh, where did I put it? Here we go. So let's zoom in a little bit here on this. And let's look at, and we know that Onyxcoin used to be Chain, right? So it was all rebranded. So chain.com, look at what's listed here. So Adam Ludwin is the founder, co-founder and CEO, and that was up until 2018 when it got bought by XLM. And then they, after that, bought their way back out of XLM, or maybe XLM 2017. You got to check out the old videos to get the exact date. But Onyxchain was a pioneering blockchain infrastructure company that partnered with Visa, we know that, NASDAQ, Citigroup, Capital One, Fiserv, Fidelity, and Orange and other leaders to explore how open financial networks could improve the security and efficiency of markets. Fidelity is not one that was mentioned in the broader scope. So was Fidelity an investor? Because when we look at the fundraising, Fidelity is not listed anywhere. So this is very interesting. What did Fidelity provide for Onyxcoin? And I'm sorry, but he didn't just, yeah, look, it's not in here at all, at least not on CryptoRank. And I haven't exactly, well, we're going to find it, but that was my first time running into seeing Fidelity surrounding Onyxcoin. Excuse me, I haven't seen that anywhere else, but the founder mentioned it, and you can bet your bottom dollar that the founder of the company probably didn't get it wrong. Oh, I made an accident. We didn't work with Fidelity at all. I seriously doubt that's the case. So there's another huge backer or huge partner that we can add into this Onyxcoin research. Maybe Fidelity fell off after the Stellar acquisition. I don't know. But nonetheless, Fidelity was here. They were here. All right. We designed and deployed scalable multi-asset blockchain tech for issuing and trading stable coins and other arbitrary assets. So being able to move these stable coins. The company raised $44 million from Khosla Ventures, Thrive Capital, RE Ventures, and several strategic investors. So it did not mention Visa as a, down here in the investor line, but we saw that Visa was a contributor in one of the funding rounds. So we can't just say if they're not listed here, then they were not an investor, right? So that doesn't work. But it does list $44 million here. So there's $4 million that we didn't see accounted for on CryptoRank. Is Fidelity responsible for that $4 million? I don't know. Over here, we just see the undisclosed and the Series B at 30 million and then 9.5. So 39.5 million. Very interesting stuff. I'd be interested to find out if Fidelity actually is an investor and what this backing was. So we may have to do some digging to see if we can figure that piece out, but very interesting. This right here is probably like the craziest set of backers you could ask for. Like, these names are here. Some of these other projects you see these venture capitalist funds and you're like, I don't know, it's just some random name. These are names Visa, NASDAQ, Citigroup, Capital One, Fiserv, Fidelity, Orange. Like, these are things that we know. Some of these may sound a little unfamiliar, but don't worry about it. We're gonna dig in there. We're gonna find out. But very interesting to see Fidelity listed here. Now again, we got one more little bit of fun here to have. So I started taking a look at one of the backers. Let's go here and let's go back to overview. Wow, almost blinded me, bro. What's up with that? And then let's bring these up. All right, let's go down, 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 down. Boop. So the tier 4 investors, RRE Ventures. So we already took a look once, and we saw that the founder, Adam Ludwin, oh, my bad. And we already saw that the founder, Adam Ludwin, used to work for RRE Ventures, early stage venture capitalists, right? And during this time, they invested in Vine, Slack, Keybase, Paper Post, Moda Operandi, Kick Messenger, and others. Oh, this just hit me. This just got so daggone juicy. This just got so daggone juicy. An investor in Vine. Look at this. But he was the president and COO of Byte Inc., which was supposed to be the second coming of Vine, aka Vine 2. Oh, this money be moving in circles, man. This money be moving in circles. I'm trying to told y'all. Courage, man, help me out. Courage, help me out. So I'll say something. My goodness, man. Let's keep moving here. That's not even, that wasn't even part of the plan. Let's talk about what I really wanted to point out here. So we got RE Ventures, who he used to work for as a venture capitalist, who then was an investor in Chain.com. This is where it gets interesting. RRE Ventures. So I decided to go take a look at RRE Ventures, right? Who would have known that there's this group called Friends of RRE Ventures? Oh, wow. Who would have thunk it? Let's scroll down here about this group. So look at the group admins. Group admin is Peter V.S. Bond as the owner, and then James Robinson as the manager. Now, the interesting one here is, of course, the manager, co-founder, and managing partner at RE Ventures. Let's take a look at James Robinson. All right, James Robinson, scroll, scroll, scroll. Come down here, we got activity. Boop, 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 boop. There's RE Ventures. H&Q Capital. What is that? Is that senior associate at JP Morgan and Company? So, Onyxcoin is not a JP Morgan product, but we continue to see that if we chase down these lists of backers, eventually we bump into JP Morgan. So again, as I've said before, it does not matter whether or not Onyxcoin is a product of JP Morgan. The fact is, it's running in the same circles. It's running in the same circles, so it doesn't matter. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what the argument is. It's running in the same circles. So miss me with that. Anyway. All right. So and shout out to anybody who's made that comment, whether for or against. Like, this is not nothing like no serious kind of shot back or nothing like that. Like, it looks to me like y'all having fun, so I'm having fun too, and we just gonna continue to have a fun environment. I love that over here, and I hope we can continue that. So let's get it focused, Army. Let's end this thing with the question like we supposed to. So we've all had an opportunity now to review the statements and sequence of events regarding the Onyx protocol Twitter account compromise. And I want you to, think to yourself, however you want to do that, and let me know. What do you think? Do the sequence of events, the information presented, does all this stuff add up and sound correct to you? I mean, we already know what my answer is.
No. Hell no.
What's yours? And until next time, don't get shook. Stay focused. And I'm out.